Hello, fellow cine enthusiasts. My name is Christina, and welcome to another Let's Get Reelz movie review. Today, I am once again joined by
Kimmy's back.
It's been such a long time. Woohoo! And I will let Kimi do the introductions on this one. So, what do we watch today that you suggested that we do?
One of my faves. We watched Some Like It Hot.
Yes, and because Kimi was actually sitting there, word for word.
I've watched it a lot.
Yeah, I'll let you take over.
It stars Tony Curtis, Jack Lemmon, and Marilyn Monroe. And it starts out with Tony Curtis and Jack Lemmon. They're musicians. They're very poor musicians. And they're looking for work. And they're walking around in the cold. They're thinking of selling their coats to make money and stuff like that. But they happen to stumble upon a mob. And they witness a mob murder. So they manage to escape. And their only option... is to pretend to be women. And they have to dress up like women, pretend to be women, so they can join this traveling women's band down to Florida. And once they get to Florida, their plan is to escape and run away and escape the mob because they're chasing them.
Yep.
So it's just a very goofy, ridiculous comedy.
Yeah, they do drag, and then Tony Curtis starts he falls in love with Marilyn Monroe's character since he sees her on the train dressed as a woman.
Yeah.
And then down in Florida where Sweet Sue Society singers or something like that. I don't remember. Sing painters, so I don't know. It's just like SSSS. And then when they get down to Florida, he pretends to be Shell Oil Jr.
Yeah.
And he sounds
a millionaire.
Very much like Cary Grant.
Yes, he does.
and even looks very much like Cary Grant too.
Yes. So he pretended to be a lot like Cary Grant in his millionaire form.
Yeah.
And pretty much tricks her.
Yes, and then he had a boat, but how did he get the boat though?
So the boat was alright, so Jack Lemmon's character, Daphne, meets this millionaire while she's trying to get on an elevator, and he's like, ooh, this girl's hot. So he's trying to talk to her and get her to go out with him, and they get in the elevator, and he pinches her ass, and the elevator comes right back down. She storms off all mad. So he calls the room to invite her to dinner on his yacht. So Tony Curtis's character is the one that answers the phone. It's like, oh yeah, okay, she'll be there. And he talks Jack Lemmon into staying on shore so he could take Marilyn Monroe onto the yacht.
Yeah.
It was funny.
Yeah, it's really, really silly. It's a good time. It's a good movie, and
it's just hilarious. Every line is hilarious in that movie.
It is. Yeah, and you know it a lot better than I do.
I do. I love it.
I just want to point out that Kimi is actually a true Marilyn Monroe fan.
I love Marilyn Monroe.
She's
not because she's beautiful,
exactly.
Not because she's every woman wants to be her. I love her because she knew what she was doing.
Definitely.
In Hollywood, back in the day, she knew what she had to do to get the good roles and the good movies. She was smart, but played it dumb in public.
Yes.
She was a very, very smart person.
Yeah.
She definitely knew what she was doing.
And
that's why I love her.
Yeah, and you definitely appreciate her as an actress, too.
I definitely really do appreciate her as an actress. She was very, very good in everything.
Yeah.
She could do drama, comedy.
Yes.
She can do a lot.
Yeah. But because of Kimi, I learned to appreciate Marilyn Monroe a little bit more.
Yeah.
And I do watch her now just for the acting and not just like, she's so annoying. But no,
she wasn't a ditzy blonde that everybody thought she was.
No.
She knew how to put on a show.
Oh,
definitely.
Yeah.
She would become, in public, she was Marilyn Monroe. But behind closed doors, she was just Norma Jeane. That's who she was.
Yep.
She loved to read and everything. She was very smart.
You're like, let's watch Some Like It Hot, and I haven't seen this in forever, and it's a good movie. Yeah. And because I haven't seen it in so long, I enjoyed it watching this a lot more. It's funny. It gets funnier and funnier every time you watch it, and I pick up on new things every time I watch it.
Yeah. Like Jack Lemmon has probably the best one-liners in this whole movie, because he'll just say it and you don't even realize what he says half the time, and then you go back and watch it and you're like, oh my god, that's hilarious.
Yeah.
Because you don't even hear it the first time. He does it so quick.
Yeah. And like he's very quick, very witty.
Yeah.
And then
loved being a woman.
Yeah, he did. I realized, I'm like, wow,
he's really liking this.
He really liked being a girl. Like, it's kind of scary. Yeah, it's kind of scary, you know. And I love everything about this movie.
Yeah.
You have Billy Wilder, who was the director, and Billy Wilder actually directed one of my favorite movies, Sunset Boulevard, and I'm like, wow. Yeah. But it's always tinged with a little bit of darkness, because even Sunset Boulevard has a bit of like a dark comedic tone to it sometimes, and that's almost exactly what Some Like It Hot is. It's like a little twisted kind of humor, because you do have two men dressing up in drag needing to get away, and
this movie's way out of its time.
Yeah, pretty much. And it's so funny. It gets funnier and funnier every time I watch it, so I had a good time watching it.
I recommend the movie to anybody.
Yeah, definitely.
Just because it's way ahead of its time.
Definitely watch it. And you know what? If you don't like black and white movies, you can stick it up your butt, because it's a really good movie.
Yes.
You know, it's funny, and you gotta get over it. And to be honest, we were talking about this, it would not have looked like it in color.
It would have been terrible in color, because
it would have been terrible.
They filmed it in black and white because their makeup, they would have looked like clowns.
Yeah.
Jack Lemmon and Tony Curtis, because they had so much makeup on to make them look like women.
You can tell they had the pancake makeup.
Yeah, if it was in color, they would have looked ridiculous.
Yeah, like you can tell
it's
they
more
had
convincing in black and white.
You can definitely tell they had the pancake makeup on, and the clothes probably would have looked totally ridiculous on them. And to be honest, Marilyn Monroe, I think, she's beautiful in color, but she looks beautiful, and she looks more gorgeous in black and white. She looks a lot better in black and white, and I think it worked out for the better that it's in black and white.
I read she wanted it in color, like it's in some contract or something that she should be in color, but it would not have worked.
No.
Not even in the slightest.
No. And it was supposed to be in the 1920s, too.
Yeah.
So I think that also worked in its favor as well. So, there was our review of Some Like It Hot. If you like this review in any way, give it a thumbs up. Leave a comment down below. Tell us what you think of Some Like It Hot. If you're a Marilyn Monroe fan, let me know, and I'll pass it on to this one. Or if you just really, really like this movie, if you really, really like Billy Wilder, leave a comment. And also, let us know if you have any movie suggestions for either me to watch by myself, or, you know, leave your comments and get this one back on my channel a little bit more. Tell her to come on, and we'll do something. We'll see what you guys suggest, and we'll watch it, because God knows I make her watch everything, so. And if you like this review enough, don't forget to hit that subscribe button for future Classic Movie Thursdays, because this is what it is. I totally forgot to tell everybody that at the beginning. And other movie reviews. And as always, keep watching movies and stay absolutely fabulous.